Hello everyone, my name is Brent. A lot of you out there know me on the internet as RetardedbyChoice. I usually do videos based on video games, video game pickups, systems, gaming information, news, that kind of thing. But I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I thought I would tell the story of my vaping. So this is essentially my vaping story. I'm 38 years old. I live in Northwest Florida, and I had been smoking for about 22 years or so. I had my first cigarette, I believe it was like the winter of '92, but I didn't start smoking then. I didn't start smoking until the summer of '93. My family and I were moving from Michigan down to Florida, and on the way we decided to take a vacation to California and visit our family. And while there, my cousin Jeff, who's a little bit older than me by a few months, or by I think a month, something like that, really close in age, but he was the one who's always been more experienced in life. He got in a lot of trouble younger, but he also got into a lot of stuff that I was into a little bit before me. Like I got into Metallica probably late '90, and he was into Metallica way before. I got into punk rock around '93, '94. He was into punk rock way before then. So he was always ahead of me, living on the West Coast and me living in the North. It's just tends to be that way. But we were on vacation down in California, and he was smoking. I guess I was about 16, so he'd be 16 too. And everyone's allowed to smoke. Everyone had no problem with that. But he was only allowed to smoke in the den at my grandma's house. So we'd be hanging out in the den, watching TV and whatnot, and he'd start smoking. And one day he offered me a cigarette, and I said no, because I wasn't a smoker. But then he asked me again and again and again, so eventually I did start smoking. I smoked a couple times there, it was no big deal. Then I started stealing cigarettes from my parents. A cigarette here, a cigarette there. But I wasn't a hardcore smoker. I wasn't smoking every day, constantly. That didn't come until later, until my senior year of high school, where I started smoking on the regular. That came about because one day my friend Brian and I were at the mall, just doing our thing, being long-haired punks, just hanging out at the mall. And while there, these two girls came up to us and asked us if we had any cigarettes they can bum. And since we weren't smokers, we didn't have any cigarettes, so they walked away. And at that point, we both decided, we gotta start carrying cigarettes on the regular. So I stole a pack of cigarettes from my parents, and I kept it on me. And for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, I had this unopened pack of cigarettes in my pocket. Everywhere I went, no matter where we were at, I had this pack of cigarettes with me. And finally I was like, you know what, maybe we should crack this open and have a cigarette or two. That way, if anyone asks, we're ready to go. We're not fumbling with a unopened pack trying to get it open and whatnot. So we smoked a couple of cigarettes, and eventually, one cigarette a day I'd start smoking or whatnot, and one cigarette was fine. I had no problem just smoking one cigarette a day. Then senior year, I was able to drive my car, so I started smoking in the car, smoking at school, and eventually it came to where I was smoking a pack a day. And it was no big deal, I guess. I eventually joined the Navy, and in the Navy, continued smoking. It became to where I was smoking a pack a day, and it wasn't like I was just smoking a pack a day. I was smoking a pack of Camel Wides a day. And I don't know if you've ever seen a pack of Camel Wides, but they're pretty beefy cigarettes, and I was known as the guy who smoked the Camel Wides, my group. And after I got out of the Navy, I still smoked. I was a hardcore smoker at that point, so there's no denying that I was a smoker. And once I became a full-on smoker, I tried to quit many times. I tried gums, I tried patches, I tried cold turkey. And at one point, I eventually did try the e-cigarettes that look like little tiny cigarettes. I don't have any here with me because I don't smoke them, and they never worked. You know, I would smoke the e-cigarettes, and almost immediately after smoking an e-cigarette, I had to smoke a real cigarette, and I just couldn't get the pull off it. I couldn't get the hits that you get vaping. So I just continued smoking. And of course, over the years, you know, the prices of cigarettes have gone up from $1.15, $1.20 a pack to over $6 a pack now. And I was always buying cartons because cartons are cheaper than individual packs. But you know, Camel Wides went up from $15 to $20 to $30. Now they're like over $50 a carton. I can't afford that. I won't afford it. I can't. So I started smoking the generic cigarettes, and the generics were, you know, $20. Then they went up to $30. Now they're up to like $35, $40 a carton. So it's no different than smoking those than smoking a full-on name brand cigarette. So I started going to smoke shops in my town because one opened up where you could buy the tobacco, buy the tubes, and roll the tobacco there. And it was only like I think $25 or $30. I can't remember. And that was fine for a while, but then, you know, I wanted to cut down the price more, so I bought a little hand rolling machine for like $5, $6, and I started rolling my own cigarettes. And it was costing me about $20 a week to roll my own cigarettes at home. And I just got to the point where it's like I didn't quite enjoy smoking anymore. I was just doing it because I had to. I physically needed to smoke cigarettes, so I decided that I wanted to do something different. I wanted to break away. So I talked to my doctor about getting on Chantix, and he wanted me to speak to my psychologist before he prescribed it to me, which was a big hassle because my psychologist wasn't very good. So I never got on the Chantix, and I wanted to quit. I couldn't. And my daughter, she wanted me to quit too. She'd been bugging me to quit for a while. And I always told her I'd quit smoking cigarettes if you stopped sucking your thumb. And she had a problem for a long time sucking her thumb, so I kept on smoking. I figured as long as she was sucking her thumb, I'd keep on smoking, no big deal. But I decided that in order to get her to break from her sucking her thumb, I had to quit smoking. I had to show her that as hard as it is to do, I'm gonna break away. So December 21st, 2014, I went to my smoke shop, and they were having a deal where if you bought a starter battery and a starter tip, it was only $10. And I figured, you know what, $10, I can invest $10 plus the price of the juice, and if I like it, great. I'll keep on doing it, and if not, you know, it's only $15 of investment wasted. So I tried it, and I was still using that and still smoking at the same time, but I was smoking less and less and less. And then on the 23rd of December, I ran out of tubes for my rolling machine, so I said, you know what, I'll give this a whirl where I'm just smoking nothing but my vapor pen. And after one day, I was like, okay, I made it one day. Let's see if I can go further. Went 2 days. I said, okay, I went 2 days, and I just kept on doing it. 1 week later, I was like, okay, I made it 1 week. Let's see if I can make it 2 weeks. Made it 2 weeks. I said, okay, let's see if I can make it a month. And I did. So right now, this is April 15th. So I've been cigarette free for about 4.5 months now. But I started off with a little battery like this. Nothing special. I mean, I don't even know what the name brand of this is. I don't think there's a name brand, but it says SW. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a local thing or whatnot. But little battery, nothing fancy. And I had the disposable tips for, I don't know, about 2 weeks, and I went up to my first glass tip one, and it worked okay. I mean, I was having a hard time drawing anything off of it. It's like, to me, it felt like trying to suck a milkshake through a straw. you're really sucking real hard to get anything out. But this is what. Not much smoke. I mean, for what it was, it really worked and helped out. Then, about a month after that, I upgraded to a bigger battery where I can actually change the voltage. It's by the same company, SW. I think it might be a local brand. I paid $28 for it, and you can move this from 3.3 volts all the way to 4.8. And I was using this with this tip for a while, but I was still having the problem where I couldn't draw a whole lot out. So while I was at my smoke shop, they suggested that I upgrade to another tip, and they suggested the Spartan Mini. She at first suggested the Spartan, but they were out, and she said, well, the Spartan Mini is just like the Spartan, just a little bit smaller. And so this combination here seems to work really well for me right now, and this is what this looks like. I like it. It's good. It gets the job done. I wish I would have started with a combination like this, only because it seems to hit just right for me. I am looking to upgrade to one of the box mods eventually, but right now is what I'm working with. And I like it. It's really good. And the juices I get the 5 milliliters because, you know, it helps me determine how much I'm smoking. And I do about a bottle a week. I change flavors quite frequently. This is a zombie juice. Tastes pretty good. Right now I'm using the Beast, and that's pretty good. I can't quite pinpoint what the flavor is. It's a familiar flavor, but I don't know what it is exactly. But I'm enjoying it. I like it. Like I said, I usually don't do videos like this, and I don't know if I will again, but I just wanted to make it, throw it out here, see what it's like, see if anyone out there likes it. And if not, great. If they do, fantastic. Since this is a different video, there's going to be no intro. I'm not going to use my catchphrase, and I'm just going to go from here. So, that's it. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. Like I said, if you like this video, comment, let me know. I can make more of these. I don't know if I'll do more vaping stuff, where I can show off my cat, or I don't know, just about anything. Just let me know what you want to see on this, and I can do more. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Later.